it's Montina Portis, and we are in the studio. And our guest today is just going to share something amazing with us. If you are employed and you're saying, I need a vacation, I need a break, you need to make sure that you're watching this episode. Let me introduce you to Marisa Meisters. Marisa's been passionate about travel for as long as she can remember. She was inspired to start her own travel company after a safari in Botswana. Marisa, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Montina. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you in the studio. We have this amazing picture here. So tell us, what destinations could someone visit, when they book with you with Worldwide Explorer?
Well, a lot of the destinations that we represent actually are in the continent of Africa, which is why I've got the white rhinoceros here to represent the continent. So we've got 8 different countries right now where people can go on wildlife viewing safaris in Africa. We also offer wildlife experiences in South America too. So we've got the Galapagos Islands of Ecuador, which is an amazing destination. We've got Peru, which has Machu Picchu and a lot of historical sites, and the Amazon rainforest, and a lot of great things to see there. We've got Bolivia as well. We've got Costa Rica in Central America. And over in Europe, we've got the country of Latvia, which is Northern European, but it's kind of off the beaten tourist path. So if people want to get away, see something different, and have their Euros go a lot further, Latvia is a great option to consider. And then we've also recently just added Australia and New Zealand to our roster. Plus we've got India as well. So we do quite a few countries. We're always adding destinations here and there.
That sounds great. And you just came back from New Zealand.
I did, and Australia too.
Oh, how
really
wonderful.
A neat experience.
Well, good. Worldwide Explorer. So what does Worldwide Explorer do to help people and the wildlife?
Great question. So one of the things that we really like to do, especially on our African safaris, is we'll find a village or a school to help, and we'll find out in advance what kind of supplies they could use, and we'll bring some of those items from Worldwide Explorer. If any of our travelers wish to bring any items to donate, they can, and it's a great opportunity to meet the children or the families and really learn more about the culture and know you're doing something good when you're there. And for wildlife too, sometimes we visit a wildlife organization such as the gorilla doctors in Rwanda, and they're the ones that monitor the health of the few remaining 800 or so mountain gorillas, and they make sure that there aren't poachers after them, or if they're caught in snares, they actually come and free them. If they need medical intervention as an emergency, they're able to do it. So we like to really do a lot for those kinds of organizations too, that are helping sustain the future for our children to see these places as well.
That's wonderful. Now, I recently told you that I have my passport now, and I'm actually so excited about that. I'm kind of late to the game. But some people, are like, oh my gosh, you're going to go overseas, and they're a little like, they give you all these horror stories. So what are some concerns that people have about traveling overseas?
Excellent question. It seems unfortunately the last few years there have been problems with viruses in the news. People just think that the virus, whatever it is that day, is everywhere. So for instance, when Ebola was a problem a couple of years ago, people were just afraid to travel anywhere in the African continent. I'd be even asked questions about, well, is South Africa safe? Well, South Africa was much further from the Ebola outbreak than, let's say, England. People weren't concerned about England, but they were concerned about South Africa, just thinking that the continent is tiny and they don't really understand the distances and the perspectives. So really, the best thing you can do is research it and also talk to a travel professional. I personally would never advise someone to go somewhere that was unsafe, whether it's for a virus or political reasons, and any good person in the field would not advise you to do something to put your life at risk.
But tell me, what separates you from your competition? Because, I can call up a travel agent and go anywhere, but what actually makes your business unique?
Right. Well, actually, one of the things is I work directly with the people that are running the tours on the ground in each of the destinations where we go to, and I've been to virtually all the destinations where we offer our tours. So if you've got questions about, for instance, what's it like hiking to see the mountain gorillas in Rwanda or Uganda, I can answer based on my own personal experiences and really give you first-hand knowledge of it, and I'm the one that you work with to plan the tour. I customize. So if you see something on the website and you like quite a bit of it, but you want to do something a little different, put a unique spin on it, or spend extra time somewhere, I can do that. There's no limit to the group size. You can go when it works for your schedule. You're not bound to go with a bunch of other people that you don't know, and you're not fixed to some particular date.
Well, you heard it from Marisa Meisters, and she's with Worldwide Explorer. All of her information is right here on the screen, and if you would like to visit one of the continents that she named there in the beginning, do it. We only live one time, and I'll tell you, we're right here in Atlanta, Georgia in our studio, but as Americans, oftentimes we just don't take time to travel outside of the United States of America. So take time. You can travel with a group or you can travel by yourself, and you're not going to feel alone. So Marisa, I'm excited about having you in the studio, so thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Montina. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So if you would like to be a guest in the studio, we would love to have you. All of our information is right there for you to fill out the information. information and come and join us. The form is right there. Thanks again, and thank you. We'll see you the next time.